Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here.
Jamal Charles, nobody in front, 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jamal Charles, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open. There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day, get the blocker away, and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
Play clock winding down. To throw on second down is Smith. To the right side, and he's got Macklin. Complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. And with that, it's 2-minute warning time here. The NFL on EA Sports. They come out here in the eye. Smith on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Charles, he's got to be shaking his head after that drop.
No doubt about it, because that was a chance to put 6 on the board. And in today's football, you have to score touchdowns every opportunity because offenses are so high-powered.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And Beasley with it over the middle. They'll get 16 yards there. And that leads to a Dallas first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Check. Ready.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Romo now to throw. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. Albeit in a losing effort, Dez was good against the Packers. 9 catches, 132 yards, 2 touchdowns as well.
I think it served as a reminder about who Dez Bryant really is as a player because his numbers were down from the season. Remember, he had some injury issues, adjusted to Dak Prescott, the way the offense shifted to revolve around Ezekiel Elliott. But when they needed to ring that bell, when it was time to throw the ball towards the end zone, Dez Bryant was there. Some of the strongest hands in the league.
They'll get 19 yards there. And it'll be first down, Cowboys. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Fresh set of downs here.
Hey, watch the left, watch the left. Here we go. Let's go now. White 20. White 20.
Romo here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
18. White 18.
Romo throwing again. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah.
Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The veteran Jeremy Maclin was the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll come out in the pistol. Now it's the Princeton man. This is Spencer Ware. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2nd down and 4. Out of the gun, Smith. A dump off for Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They fake the give to Elliott. Now Romo. He's going to try and go deep again. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? In this case, they managed to get it done.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play. Romo to Bryant. 59 yards. Red zone opportunity.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. A play fake for Elliott. Now Romo. A dump off to Elliott. They'll get 4 out of that, and it'll bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the offense facing a 3rd and 6. Throwing on third down, Romo. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So it's a 7-play drive, but it starts.